Every time I move my chair. Oh yeah, the internet's gonna love that. All right. What's up, Peaches? It's Peaches 2.0 here. Coming at you with video number 1. So here's the deal. I work in corporate America. I need an escape. I need an escape. As part of that escape, I love to read. And I heard on the internet that this whole Sarah J Maas universe thing seems to be becoming a big deal. So I figure, hey, why not talk about how much I love the series, the universe really, all 3 of her series. And then for those of you like me who are chasing that post Sarah J Maas reading high because nothing compares, I can share with you a couple of their series that come close. Some are complete series, some are just starting out, so we'll find out together how they're going to shake out. Yeah, figure I'd dive in, throw my 2 cents in on the matter. You know, maybe people watch it, maybe they don't. Who cares? It's an escape from this job, guys. Yeah, so I figure the best one to start with for a Sarah J Maas universe video has got to be this bad boy right here. It's the one that started it all for me personally. A Court of Thorns and Roses, followed by the Crescent City series, which is still ongoing, so I can get you up to speed, up to date on the latest by the time the 3rd novel in that series comes out. And then, of course, the Throne of Glass series, which, I mean, I was not a believer when I first started reading that series. If I'm being honest, I was chasing that post Court of Thorns and Roses reading high, searching for that next best story. I don't know, something like 2-3 books in, all of a sudden it just, switched into place, and then I couldn't put the series down. So that will be kind of the 3rd series I'll get into in the Sarah J Maas universe discussions here on Peaches 2.0. And then we'll get into some recommendations. There are, and thank God, there are so many wonderful books out there. There are some that are a little spicy. Got some straight up just great stories. I love a great action novel. I personally prefer a novel where there's a female main character. And, if it's a morally gray main male character, chef's kiss. Fantastic, wonderful. I'll stay up all night, have nights where I don't go to sleep because I'm just that invested in a book. And if it's one of those, it goes in, nope, this side, nope, up, the pile over there, the pile, I can't do this, everything's backwards. In the corner, just a lot of books. I should really invest in a bookshelf. Here we are. Yeah, so it's not going to be, I don't plan on these being super in-depth reviews because then you get into spoilers. And part of the joy of reading these books is uncovering the details of the scene, the world building, the dialogue. Oh, I love a good banter. Anything about a good banter that sucks me in. Oh, that's the best part. It's going really well. Yeah, so I figured the reviews won't be that in depth. I'll kind of cover the main pieces of what you need to know. Maybe I'll go with my favorites. We'll come up with a Peaches review checklist that's kind of consistent between all of my reviews, so you guys know what's up. Court of Thorns and Roses. It is one of 5 novels. The series is complete. It is a fantasy adventure series. I would say on the spice level, maybe 1, maybe 2. I've read some way nastier books out there, folks. Probably shouldn't admit that on the internet, but it's fact. It's fact. So spice level, probably 1 or 2, but you get a little bit of that in there. Romance is a heavy aspect of the series, just epic love. So if you're going through a breakup, if you think love is dead, maybe this isn't the series for you. Maybe it is. Maybe it rekindles your belief. You never know. But definitely something to keep in mind. Romance is heavy throughout. It is a male-female relationship, main character jam going on. Definitely found family. I'd say it's pretty light. Nothing super dark. If you like Lord of the Rings, you like Harry Potter, you like Christine Feehan, some of the old school, just top-notch fantasy romance novelists from back in the day, Karen Chance, any sort of those, Kim Harrison is another great novelist with, similar feel. Definitely something like that. Incredible world building, the creatures that she comes up with, the surreal. I hope I'm saying that right. I know the internet's going to come for me. But the surreal, and then the role the surreal plays throughout the novel, it reveals some of the most critical information that you're like, what? What else can I tell you about this wonderful book? Feyre is the main female character. She's a fantastic character. She goes through a lot of growth, a lot of trials. There's a twist, multiple twists, I should say, in this series, which is, makes you go. There's definitely plethora of that in Sarah J Maas universe, which is, fantastic, keeps you hooked. In the fantasy genre specifically, we're talking about humans, we're talking about fae. Opens in the novel. Oh, let me show you. This is how you know a book is going to be freaking epic. All right, what is this? Oh my God, what is this? That, my friends, is a map. You open a novel, start of a series, and there is a map, a world map, labels. Oh, lovely. You know it's about to go down. So in terms of pacing, for me, it was a pretty quick read. There's nothing too new, nothing too intense in the vocab and the diction, if you will. So pretty quick read, 419. So that includes acknowledgments and everything. So pretty quick read. Once you get to the third part of the novel, it's a page turner. You're not going to put it down. That's consistent in the Sarah J Maas universe. You get to the end, the last 100, 200 pages, and you're just flipping through, fanning yourself with the pages you're going through. You didn't know you could read so fast. But it just, I truly fell in love with this book. As basic as it makes me is my beige flag. I am Peaches 2.0, and I am a Court of Thorns and Roses series lover. It is one of my favorite books in the world, and it was just such a joy to read it. Sound off in the comments. I'm interested to hear what others consider when they read a new novel, when they're going to dive into a new novel. And if you have read this series before, if you are an avid Sarah J Maas universe fan, lover, what brought you in? What sucked you in? What made you sit down and say, I'm going to read through 16, 17, 15 plus books in this universe? What made you sit down, hunker down, and say, oh my God, I just can't wait to read the next one? Were there any that you hated? What are your favorite parts? No spoilers. Please. Unless Unless the only exception, Game of Thrones. Only exception for me, Game of Thrones spoilers. I need to mentally prepare myself for who's about to die. So only exception will be Game of Thrones spoilers, which we're not going to get into on this channel. So all that to say, 0 spoilers. It's not allowed. You get the kaboot out of this channel, out of the comments, because no one likes a spoiler revealer. In the comments, we need a lot of input on this, because clearly we're starting off with a train wreck. I mean, a lovable train wreck, but still a train wreck. So sound off in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. No, not peace. It's somebody else's sign off. I'll see you guys next time.